Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's 3rd and short.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill, kill, kill. Snickers, now spin. 56.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No spacing.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First down. Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
To Chris Carson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Carson.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run it with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action with Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Draw play. This is Carson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. On the delay, here's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is a time.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Steelers 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Focus. Let's bring it. Take 2 of them. Tighten up.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. From From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10.
56. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 56. Mike 56. We got to get the... No spacing. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. He can't hang.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, alert. 50. 56. Mike 56. Right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
24-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Chase Claypool, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here we go. 56. Mike 56 right there.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kick.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Final think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result. The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The interception was they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Garrett White on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth.
The ball carried by the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
By Jordan Brooks. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Check it out, me. Check, check. Mark 70. Mark 56.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Easy.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
95, 95, 10, under 10, 10. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Play action. It's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You got block, me. 55, march out, 55. Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Now it's Carson. And he's got Rome. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7,
First down.
you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
380.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught. Blocking. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
For Pittsburgh.
From Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. You call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, Jones has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. first down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Now Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now it's Ryan. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The score.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Man, I got you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
77.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 50 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gurley again here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Complete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
To kick off for Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30.
It's over.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
13-all. Chris Boswell.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Falcon ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Bryant's pass taken in by Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Operating from the gun. Ryan looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Smith. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Set him back 5. Throwing again, Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Middle. Easy, easy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
50. Watch it. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 18 running.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert, alert.
You. Let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. He's at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Slam. Snickers, now spin. 45.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
The ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
55. Right there. Let's go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Made by Joe Hayden. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Atlanta.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
This is too easy.
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point.
We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Jack 16. Quarter. 19 right. No spacing.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Switch alert.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Takk McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
66.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Another Steelers first down.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 45. Mike, easy.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Might be it right there.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.